As someone who's a semi-popular social media creator, and as someone who has his email linked in his bio, you could probably guess that I've received some very interesting emails. Maybe unique is the kinder word. I mean, they aren't all that weird. Over the years, I've been sent a plethora of messages from followers that prefer the formality of electronic mail over the lowly Instagram DM, which, to be honest, I have to respect. Other times, I'll just receive emails, which, to be fair, you don't need to have anything written on them. I mean, stamps are free online, so why not just send the envelope? These are the type of things I cherish when I spot them in my inbox. Of course, with everything good in this world, there's even more things that are undesirable, which for my email's sake would include weekly subscription-esque newsletters from a site I have maybe visited once in my life. Now, the largest category of email that I receive as a content creator are the quote-unquote business inquiries. Let's be clear, I've worked with plenty of great people who have approached me via email, and there's other fine men and women who I only rejected because their service wasn't fitting for me. With that being said, there's some other not-so-fine men and women that will use a business proposal email to try to either A, waste my time, or B, waste my time and also hack my TikTok account. A year and a half ago, I was promised a 5-figure brand deal with body armor by a grown adult who I sat on the phone for an extended period of time with. That guy must have gotten blipped up by the Thanos snap. It's a year and a half later, I still don't have that bread in my pocket. More recently, I was the victim of a phishing hack after a very kind man borrowed my TikTok account until I paid him $1,500 in Bitcoin. What a gentleman. Thankfully, TikTok clutched up in helping me get my account back. I didn't have to pay that man $1, but I had lost hours and hours of my life. Anyways, over the years, I've received hundreds, if not thousands, of unfruitful business inquiries, and it got to a point where I, as a human being with feelings, was getting fed up. I didn't even open emails if they included any sort of non-English characters in the header, and I was very much hesitant to move forward with companies that I hadn't heard of, which means I left maybe 95% of my offers on red. To put it rather bluntly, I had lost faith in the email marketers of corporate America. I was sick, I was tired, and I was dirty. That was until August 4th, 2023. Something changed that day. It was 7 p.m. on a Friday in New York. After playing some heavy minutes that day, the sun was getting subbed out for the moon, and as for me, I was just finishing up some work. My post for that day highlighted the young part-time stud Zion Williamson, which actually resonated quite well with my audience. I was very thankful for that particular video's success because I had yelled a lot that day, to the point where my neighbors probably thought someone in my house was being abused.
Come here, Fortnite boy!
No, stop, please!
Ah!
But anyways, there I was, sitting by my desk at 7 p.m. on a Friday. I had a rather tired voice and I was getting ready to relax for the night. Now, the night wasn't over as I planned on scavenging YouTube for Larry Bird highlights. I was planning on making a video on Larry Bird the next day. But it was only 2 minutes into my relaxing evening when I felt a light vibration from my right pocket. It was obviously a phone notification, one of maybe 40 I had gotten that day, so just as anyone would, I went to pick up my phone to check it out. I noticed it was from Gmail, except this time something was different. As I started to read, a smile began to form on my once stone-cold face, because I realized at that moment that I had a story to tell my kids about one day. This was officially the wildest and greatest email I had ever received. Now, before I read it to you, I don't want to expose anything that should not be exposed, like specific names or even the specific company that's involved with this. Now, it was a woman who sent me this email, so we'll call her Mary, I guess. We'll call her company Mary's Company. Keep it simple. Anyways, let's read this thing, and please be sure to stay to the end. Hi, Hoop. My name is Mary, and I'm the founder of Mary's Company, a company that specializes in creating stunning, luxury, custom fragrances for individuals and businesses. Our social media team recently discovered your unique personality and style, and we believe that you have the potential to create a successful fragrance brand with us. Now hold on just a second. You're telling me that there's a group of middle-aged women out there in an office that put their heads together and came to the conclusion that I would be a good fit to create a line of colognes? I'm not gonna assume that these kind women don't know how to do their job, but it seems peculiar to me that you target a 21-year-old male who screams over basketball highlights and puts them on the internet. Not to mention, I've never even worn cologne. It appeared to me that Mary clearly had the wrong person. This had to be a mistake, right? Let's keep reading. Quote, I miss those 2019 Nets, end quote. Resonated with me. So it turns out this is not a mistake. The quote Mary was referring to was actually a caption to one of my recent TikTok videos, the one on D'Angelo Russell to be specific. D'Lo was an all-star for those 2019 Nets, so I was simply reminiscing over the all-time entertaining basketball team that was hooping in Brooklyn that year. What was Mary cooking with this? I had no idea. It felt rather comical to link fragrance to basketball, so I wasn't sure how I felt about this very interesting woman. I also found humor in the fact that she watched the aforementioned D'Angelo Russell video and because of that video proceeded to tell me that my unique personality and style is why she thinks I could pioneer a successful fragrance brand. This is the personality Mary was referring to.
Let it fly, D'Angelo! Don't jump!
Owie, I hurt my face!
Go on in there, big fella! Ah!
Hey, she must have good taste. Anyways, let's keep moving forward with this email. Quote, I miss those 2019 Nets, end quote, resonated with me. It reflects your passion for basketball and your nostalgic sentiment towards a specific team. We appreciate your deep connection to the game and the emotions it evokes. We would like to offer you the opportunity to partner with us and create your own fragrance brand. We will handle everything for you. From the branding and design, to creating a custom fragrance, to building a website for your followers to purchase your fragrance or create their own custom scent. Our fragrances are made by some of the greatest perfumers in the world, including perfumer number 1 and perfumer number 2. I'm not going to tell you their names. Mary just went from talking about her feelings towards the 2019 Nets to fragrances, but she didn't link the two thoughts necessarily. Was I being asked to make a basketball fragrance of some sort? I hope not. I was just baffled at this point in time. I needed to read more to see what was really being asked of me. There is no cost to you, and you will make up to 30% revenue share on every sale. We have hundreds of influencers already partnering with us, and we believe this is a win-win opportunity for both of us. You get to offer your followers a unique and exciting product, and we get the chance to work with a talented influencer like you. You could be live in a few days, so don't hesitate to reach out if this partnership aligns with your goals and values. Thanks for considering our offer. And then there's just a little extra at the bottom. So, a very odd email to say the least, but that isn't all. This whole thing is brought to life by the header that this inquiry was sent under. Let's read it. Partner with Mary's company to create your fragrance brand and ignite memories of the 2019 Nets. This woman emailed me because she wants me to make a 2019 Brooklyn Nets cologne. Now, to give her an answer to does this partnership align with your goals and values? No and no. It was never my goal to make a fragrance of any kind, but even if that was my goal, I can be certain that my values would prevent me from making a scent designed to reminisce over a group of grown men. Could you even imagine what a 2019 Nets fragrance smells like? Perhaps a Rondé Hollis Jefferson sock, with a mix of Jared Dudley gym shorts and Kenny Atkinson's breath. This isn't a knock on the perfumers they got over there, but like, could you really make something smell like Rodions Kurucs, Jarrett Allen, and Karis LeVert doing a 3-man weave? Like, that has to be impossible. What are you talking about a 2019 Nets fragrance? It's just gonna smell like sweat? I was truly at a loss for words after reading this email. It wasn't something that could have been a mistake, which is the craziest part. This woman emailed me with proof that she watched my video and genuinely thought that because of my brief comment about a 42-40 basketball team from 5 years ago, I would be willing to make a fragrance to honor them. She described the potential as a unique and exciting product. It would definitely be unique, Mary. I could tell you that. To be completely honest though, we need more Marys in this world. I am not making my own fragrance, but there aren't many people with the beans to market their products that confidently and specifically to their targets. I was actually honored to receive this email, and while I didn't take her up on her offer, I hope others do. She gave me one of the best memories I now have. I laughed at that email for a half an hour when I first got it, and it's taking a lot of self-control for me not to laugh right now. Anyways, that's the story of the greatest email I've ever received. Shout out to you, Mary. You're a real one, Mary.